Well, for those that were hoping that the rivers of America in Magic Kingdom were going to be saved by the state of Florida and the permits that potentially could have been denied to move forward with the plans to remove the rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island are going to be disappointed, as it does seem that Disney has gotten the green light for the Rivers of America demolition permit to move forward. So we have an article here from Blog Mickey talking about all this, and we're going to read through this and give some thoughts on it. So, hi, I'm Jared with Capture the Magic, and like we said, Walt Disney World receives green light for the Rivers of America demolition permit, which I will just say yet again, I think is a major mistake. I think the Rivers of America provide a lot of ambiance, provides a lot of atmosphere for that entire area, and I will just say yet again, googly-eyed cartoon cars in Frontierland still makes no sense to me, but that's just my thoughts on the matter, but we'll go through this article. The South Florida Water Management District has granted Walt Disney World's application for stormwater modifications related to the demolition of the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island in Magic Kingdom. The permit encompasses about 62 acres in the Magic Kingdom area, which demanded more scrutiny from the SFWMD, rolls right off the tongue, than a more simple permit may have. To that end, this has been a multi-month saga between Disney and the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District and the SFWMD that dates back to August. So we'll start at the beginning and try to paint as complete of a picture as possible when we go through this journey together. We go back to the September 2022 D23 wish list, and we can see that the first time they were really put on paper that the idea that Frontierland could use an expansion. As it turned out, Disney would announce a very blue sky idea for the expansion of the northwest corner of Magic Kingdom. At that time, the plans called for the expansion called Beyond Big Thunder Mountain, including IP such as Coco, Encanto, and Disney Villains, while DMR would insist that the plans were not daydreams, but rather solid plans within the hollowed halls of Imagineering. The plans would change just a couple of years later. By August 2024, the plans had changed significantly as DMR stood on stage at D23 in 2024 in front of 12,000 fans and announced 2 Cars-themed attractions coming to Magic Kingdom, and that the Villains Land idea would also come to fruition. What DMR avoided telling fans was the location of the Cars-themed attractions. The day after the D23 Expo concluded, the Disney Parks blog announced that the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island were not long for this world, and newly released concept art confirmed that at least a portion of the Rivers of America would be demolished for the new Cars-themed expansion of Frontierland. Because if it makes sense, Frontierland, horses, and the Wild West, and googly-eyed cartoon cars. They go hand in hand, really. I remember mini westerns that, you would see things like that, and it makes complete sense. Along with the announcement of the Cars-themed expansion was an announcement that the permits for the project would be filed that very same week. Indeed, Disney filed the permit that same week, offering fans a first look at plans for initial site prep work for the largest expansion in Magic Kingdom history. The early work would entail the draining of the Rivers of America and site prep work along a piece of land abutting the northwest section of the Rivers of America. Additional site prep would take place in a backstage area near the parade warehouse, along with other sections of land near Magic Kingdom, but not visible from within the park. The site prep work would largely consist of tree clearing to create laydown yards to stage construction equipment and materials. These laydown yards would be used to support the massive undertaking of the demolition and filling in of the Rivers of America to create a suitable base from which Disney could build the all-new Cars-themed attractions and eventually Villains Land. Following the August 2024 filing of the documents in the permit request to the SFWMD, they hit a possible snag. While it is normal business for there to be a request for additional information within the permitting process, the amount of information requested for the Rivers of America demolition project was voluminous. I think that's how you say that word. In our years of experience covering Disney World, we had never seen a request for additional information so lengthy, and the RAI would set the project back as Disney looked to fulfill the request. In fact, the RAI from the SFWMD, these are a lot of acronyms in here, was so out of left field that Disney's responses to many of the state's requests pointed back to a grandfathered document that Disney and the state entered into decades ago, allowing Disney to modify land as it sees fit. That said, Walt Disney World also provided additional information in its response, putting the ball back in SFWMD's court. That takes us to today, where the SFWMD has found Disney's response satisfactory to the point that it has granted Disney's permit for the draining and demolition of the Rivers of America. and significant land modifications outside of Magic Kingdom to support the expansion plans for Frontierland and Villains Land. At this point, Disney has the green light to begin construction, and we expect that they will want to move quickly. As of published time, Walt Disney World has not announced closing dates for the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. The assumption is that they were waiting for final permitting approval before they made an announcement about the closures. With the green light from the state, we imagine it'll only be a matter of weeks before they make an announcement about the closing dates for the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island. Another element to consider is the current refurbishment of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. The Frontierland attraction will be closed into 2026 as Walt Disney World completes a full track replacement for the 44-year-old attraction. We imagine that Disney will want to get started on work for the Rivers of America demolition while Big Thunder is closed. In fact, I'm sure that the plan was to have the Rivers of America closed now or very soon if the permit wasn't caught in limbo. I would be shocked if the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island were still open by Christmas or even Thanksgiving. I probably would agree with that. Much less by the time Big Thunder Mountain Railroad reopens in 2026. I mean, this isn't unexpected news. I think, jokingly, I had mentioned before hoping that the permit process here and bureaucracy might save the Rivers of America, but more than likely this was never going to happen as there'd be a lot of egg on Disney's face on this if they were forced to not do this, at least willingly or easily going to say wasn't going to go back on this. Now, I'll say again, I think it's a massive mistake. I'm shocked that they are still following through this on some level after the backlash, considering I do think the backlash to Muppet Vision 3D going away is what ultimately sort of saved that in a way, and they're going to do something with that film. I say save it in terms of they say they're going to do something with it in the future, and they're making Muppets take over the Rock and Roller Coaster. I don't think that was part of the plan, personally speaking, before the announcement was made. I think they kind of reacted to the backlash there. I think ultimately the reason they're probably replacing the Rivers of America, you could get into the fact that modern day Disney doesn't really like Frontierland. You can make that argument, and many have made that argument. I think that they likely may just get rid of Frontierland. I mean, we did have a video a couple weeks ago talking about the signs for Frontierland have been down for weeks now. And there have been internal discussions within Disney themselves of removing Frontierland. And really, if you look at all the changes happening to it, from Splash Mountain changing to, as Pecos Bills is very likely on borrowed time, as that's more than likely going to become some sort of Tiana's restaurant from all the rumors that I've been hearing lately. And you've also have the removal of the arcade at the front there, making way for a DVC lounge. And then, of course, removing the Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, and replacing with a Cars-themed attraction here. None of this screams Frontierland. More or less, this screams to me that this land is going, if it is going to stay the name Frontierland, it's just a name only, and it's going to become some sort of cartoonized, modern-day version of what a Frontierland is. But in terms of what it has been and what it, at least historically speaking, it is no longer Frontierland. And that is sad to me because I do think Frontierland has a direct connection to Walt. He loved the frontier, and I think, especially we've done the Keys to the Kingdom tour, and you look at all the details and all the, personal touches that, a lot of it was in Disneyland, but still Walt had a hand in designing and implementing many of the features of Frontierland in Disney World. So that, I don't like seeing things like that go away. And I also don't like the idea that, it creates a lot of ambiance in Magic Kingdom, and I think it's one of the things that makes a theme park and not just an amusement park. I think a theme park is supposed to make you feel like you're in a different place, whisk you away to a different time period. And it's a nice place to just sit around and relax, especially in the evenings. It's got beautiful views. You have the riverboat there. And while it's not the most visited thing in the world, it didn't have huge lines. It will once they announce when it's going to close, because a bunch of people are going to want to ride it before it closes down. But I do think it was a very unique area and something that just created, I think all of the areas around it have benefited from the ambiance of the Rivers of America. And I think taking that out is going to be a mistake. I really do. And I think it's just going to be a strange place to have googly-eyed cartoon cars dirt racing in this area. Obviously, it could be a very good land, and I'm not against a Cars-themed attraction in Magic Kingdom. I just think the location for this and where it's going doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I think this would have made way more sense, say, in Tomorrowland Speedway. That is something that you could easily replace with a Cars-themed attraction there. And I think it would be well received by basically everybody. So while a lot of people were excited about the things that Disney was announcing this last year at D23, I think most people would admit the things that they announced, it's been, received at various levels in terms of the things that they're going in, of how much they're looking forward to those. But I don't think a lot of people are not the happiest about. They're all basically replacing something. That's not really an expansion of the park as much as it's just replacing existing attractions outside of Villains Land. That is, they are developing new land for that, but that one you're probably not going to see, if I were to guess, somewhere past 2030. I would be very surprised if that was done before that time period there. And all this is going on, very interesting time period with Epic Universe opening in just a few months, and that, potentially can impact Disney World's attendance, but also the fact that you're going to have 3 out of the 4 theme parks under heavy construction. I mean, Magic Kingdom is going to be under tons of construction, and that is, for years to come. And that is one, that is the top theme park in the world in terms of attendance. Like, how much does this construction impact the attendance on top of, increased competition from Epic Universe with Universal Studios. And also, you got Animal Kingdom, you have Hollywood Studios going to have a lot of construction. So there's, it's not only unknown necessarily on how these things will look as a finished product, as there's lots of questions with Imagineering in terms of some of the latest things that they have done, but also just does the not only competition from Universal, but does the construction impact people wanting to go to the theme parks, considering, it's going to impact park flow, it's going to reduce the amount of attractions available. Like, there's just a lot of questions about some of this stuff, even before you talk about these things being done and how they change the parks in which they're going, unfortunately. And I do think the reason they're more than likely changing the Rivers of America is, I'd heard for a long time that the foundations of the river were needing repairs, and they didn't really want to invest the money into it, considering that they didn't look at it as something that has a direct ROI, as this is a body of water, and they would rather put that money toward attractions that they think would help bring in more people to the park. So that's probably part of the reason as to why they're wanting to remove this. Not necessarily, it could be for Frontierland of wanting to kind of get rid of that, but it also could be the fact that they just didn't want to invest the money into fixing the issues that were going on with the Rivers of America for a very long time. So I'm sure we'll hear about a closing date soon. I would be shocked if it's open past the summer. I really wouldn't be surprised if we get a closing date sometime in the summer, actually. I'd be a little surprised if it goes into the fall here before this all closes down, because I do feel like Disney wants to move pretty quickly on this construction, as they have a lot of pressure, again, from Universal Studios and Epic Universe to get, started on all of these things to get them done. If you're a fan of Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, and if you want to pay your final respects, I would do that sooner rather than later, as they are going to be going away, as major construction is going to begin in Magic Kingdom here very, very soon. But either way, that's going to be it, though, for this video. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to the channel, as we do lots of coverage here of Universal Studios, Epic Universe, Disney World, and pop culture. And let us know in the comments, what do you think about the Rivers of America and Tom Sawyer Island going away, and when do you think they're going to close down? And until next time, we will see you in the parks.